Established in 1986, the National Building Museum's Honor Award celebrates individuals and organizations that have made significant contributions to the quality of our built environment. The 2009 National Building Museum Honor Award recognizes 4 visionaries in sustainability: S. Richard Fedrizzi and the U.S. Green Building Council, Mayor Richard M. Daley and the City of Chicago, activist Majora Carter, and Louis Chênevert and United Technologies. Individually, their work has improved neighborhoods and communities, building and infrastructure, and workforce opportunities. Collectively, they have transformed the environmental landscape of this nation. More than 10 years ago, Rick Fedrizzi and the U.S. Green Building Council created the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design program. Since then, USGBC and LEED have transformed the building industry. LEED is now the most widely used green certification program in the nation. LEED certification has become the green stamp of approval on projects both big and small, with 5.6 billion square feet of commercial construction involved in LEED.
The building industry is the single largest contributor of CO2 in the Earth's atmosphere. I think right now the number is about 39%. When you use LEED and you use it properly, you have the ability to affect, in some cases, 40 to 50% right now of the CO2 generation that building would have produced had you not used LEED. And when you have that ability and you don't choose to use it, I don't understand how you could even do that.
Building green has economic benefits beyond being good for the environment. LEED certified buildings reduce operating costs, bolster real estate values, and increase occupancy rates. USGBC also educates designers, builders, suppliers, and managers about the latest innovations in green building through its network of more than 100,000 LEED-accredited professionals and local chapters.
We've gone past the point of asking the question, would you build green, to the point of we're saying, why would you not build green?
USGBC's impact on our environment will be experienced for generations to come. One community that has embraced USGBC's leadership is Chicago, which has the most LEED-certified buildings in the nation. Under Mayor Richard M. Daley, the country's 3rd most populous city has become one of the greenest communities in America.
Most government mandates you to do something, and they exempt themselves, and that's what's happening over many years. But we have really done a great effort in regards to LEED certified buildings, libraries, police, fire stations, senior citizen centers, renovation of buildings dealing with environmental changes, that's very important, and all the things that we're leading by example. We're truly trying to educate the public.
15 million square feet of municipal buildings have been retrofitted for energy efficiency. 500,000 trees have been planted in renewed public and park spaces. 120 miles of new bike paths now stretch throughout the city. Mayor Daley's advocacy to improve building efficiency has Chicago on track for more than 7 million square feet of green roofs. Last year, Chicago launched its Climate Action Plan, uniting business leaders, residents, and government officials in an effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. By 2050, Chicago plans to reduce emissions levels to 80% below 1990 levels. In 1909, the Daniel Burnham City Plan established Chicago's tradition of investment in architecture and public space. A century later, Mayor Daley's commitment ensures Chicago's place among the most culturally and now environmentally significant places in the world.
Since I've been mayor, my goal is to make Chicago a shining example of how a large city can live in harmony with the environment, and as a result, it is a better place for all of our residents.
Reclaiming a community's place in the world is exactly what Majora Carter set out to do a decade ago. Carter grew up in the South Bronx, where she witnessed the urban degradation wrought by industrial abuse, lack of positive public investment, and joblessness. On one particular day, she was moved to do something about it.
While jogging with my dog one morning, she pulled me into what I thought was just another illegal dump. There were weeds and piles of garbage and other stuff that I won't mention here, but she kept dragging me, and lo and behold, at the end of that lot was the river. I knew that this forgotten little street end, abandoned like the dog that brought me there, was worth saving. And I knew it would grow to become the proud beginnings of the community-led revitalization of the new South Bronx. And just like my new dog, it was an idea that got bigger than I'd imagined.
Her audacious plan was to save the South Bronx waterfront from becoming the site of yet another waste transfer facility. Carter led the design for the South Bronx Greenway to create local economic opportunity, manage stormwater runoff, reduce traffic congestion, improve property values, and create safe space for recreation. She spearheaded the creation of Hunts Point Riverside Park, the first South Bronx waterfront park in more than 60 years. Her nonprofit organization, Sustainable South Bronx, launched one of the nation's first green-collar jobs training and placement systems, linking urban forestry and wetland restoration with workforce development, and green roofs to tax incentives. Now, as principal of the Majora Carter Group, she is bringing her vision of environmental justice to communities around the world.
Environmental justice, for those of you who may not be familiar with the term, goes something like this. No community should be saddled with more environmental burdens and less environmental benefits than any other.
The group's first project is in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, where her consulting company is helping the state, university, and local governments develop an interconnected strategy for climate change adaptation, green job creation, and sustainable development. Majora Carter is living proof that by acting locally, a single individual can have a profound effect on the environment. But the urgency of climate change also requires strong corporate leadership. United Technologies, a world leader in high-technology aerospace and building system products and services, is changing how business is done globally. UTC has long understood that with great power comes great responsibility. Its commitment to the environment and to the communities it operates in has impacted millions of lives, from Connecticut to China.
UTC's success has been achieved with a complete commitment to corporate responsibility, including the highest ethical standards, EHS performance, and investment in the communities where we conduct business. We've embraced sustainability and energy efficiency not only in our products, but also within our operations. In addition to reducing energy, water, and greenhouse gas emission in our global operation, all new UTC facilities are designed and built to the U.S. Green Building Council's LEED standards.
The 7 UTC businesses, under the leadership of CEO Louis Chênevert, have set stringent environmental goals that address waste, water, air quality, and energy. Since 1997, UTC has reduced energy use at its facilities by more than 20% and water consumption by more than 50%. All while growing the business by more than 176%. As a leader in the building systems industry, UTC's commitment to sustainability is also realized through decades of innovation. UTC's carrier business is delivering new commercial cooling technology that will increase the energy efficiency of today's buildings by up to 40%. The invention of the most widely used form of human transportation, the elevator, by UTC company Otis, helped cities achieve an early form of sustainability through density. Today, Otis innovates cleaner, more efficient elevators that actually create and feed energy back into buildings, reducing energy consumption by 75% compared to conventional models. UTC has developed hundreds of other products and services that enable buildings and infrastructure to operate efficiently without leaving a permanent mark on the environment. UTC is using its expertise to influence a global shift in corporate, social, and environmental responsibility, lending its leadership and knowledge to organizations around the world.
Every day at UTC, we challenge ourselves to be better, to redefine what is possible and do more with less, which at UTC means more new ideas, less conventional thinking, products which provide more power and capabilities but use less energy, more solutions and less consumption. Our customers have come to expect it, and we demand it from ourselves.
A non-profit, a mayor, an activist, and a multinational corporation. The National Building Museum salutes our 2009 Honor Award, Visionaries in Sustainability.